The Ydrav fleet hung silently in the void, 1,000 warships glinting like steel fangs poised to tear through the blue planet below. They had invaded countless worlds, subjugating species and civilizations with swift, brutal efficiency. Earth was their next conquest, a death world, yes, but its inhabitants, these humans, were grossly overestimated in the galactic records. They were primitive, technologically inferior, and despite the rumors, soft. Admiral Zelker stood at the helm of his flagship, his gaze fixed on Earth as the planet rotated beneath him. It was all routine. Breach the atmosphere, deploy the ground forces, secure the planet. Activate descent thrusters, Zelker ordered, his voice calm. His fleet of Ydrav warriors prepared for the glory of conquest, eager to demonstrate their superiority once more. But the moment their ships dipped into Earth's atmosphere, something went terribly wrong. Admiral, a frantic voice rang out from the control deck. Our descent vectors are malfunctioning. Zelker's eyes narrowed. Impossible. Check the calculations again. They're correct, sir. It's not the systems. It's the gravity. The ship shuddered violently as it plunged faster than expected, alarms blaring throughout the vessel. Zelker clutched the edge of his command console, his multi-limbed body struggling to stay upright. A glance at the tactical display confirmed the nightmare. Dozens of Ydrav ships were spiraling out of control, their landing trajectories wildly veering off course. On Earth, a squadron of fighter jets watched in bewilderment as the massive alien fleet, once a majestic force in the sky, tumbled into chaos. Some ships exploded mid-air, while others crashed unceremoniously into the ground, creating massive craters. The Ydrav had prepared for every contingency, except Earth's gravity. It wasn't just stronger than they'd anticipated, it was unpredictable. On Ydrav 5, where gravity was lighter and more uniform, their ships glided effortlessly. But here, Earth's dense atmosphere, turbulent winds, and gravity fluctuations turned their descent into a death trap. Meanwhile, on the surface, humanity had braced for war. Armies were mobilized, bunkers prepared, weapons armed. But as the alien ships fell like debris, humanity could only watch in astonishment. Admiral Zelker barked out frantic orders. Deploy stabilizers. Adjust thrusters. But it was too late. His ship plummeted, crashing into the side of a mountain with a force that shook the ground for miles. As the dust settled, Zelker pulled himself from the wreckage. His once pristine armor was cracked, his pride shattered. Hundreds of Ydrav soldiers lay scattered, most injured, some dead. He staggered forward, surveying the disastrous scene. How could this happen? He muttered. They had prepared for everything, except the brutal reality of this death world's environment. At that moment, a sound pierced the air. It wasn't the hum of alien engines or the crack of weapons fire. No, it was laughter. Human laughter. Zelker looked up, his many eyes narrowing. Several human soldiers had arrived, weapons drawn, but they were grinning. Welcome to Earth, one of them said, his voice thick with amusement. Gravity's a bit heavier than you thought, huh? Zelker seethed. He had invaded planets with the most advanced technology in the galaxy. He had fought through fire and storms, but never had something as basic as gravity undone his plans. The humans approached, rifles at the ready. But they weren't attacking. They knew the Ydrav fleet was already defeated. Thought your fancy ships would save you from the laws of physics? The human soldier quipped, a smile tugging at the corners of his mouth. You picked the wrong planet. Zelker collapsed to his knees, his limbs trembling from the effort of standing under Earth's oppressive gravitational pull. As the humans closed in, weapons aimed, he realized with bitter clarity, Earth wasn't just a death world because of its inhabitants. It was a death world because nature itself was hostile to any who dared to challenge it. And today, gravity was Earth's greatest weapon. Epilogue. In the aftermath, the Ydrav invasion became the butt of intergalactic jokes. How the mighty Ydrav, conquerors of worlds, were humbled by Earth's gravity. As for humanity, they had once again proven why their world was known as a death world. Not just because of their resilience, but because even the planet itself was a force to be reckoned with.